Since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, everyone has wondered what Dragon Ball Super would look like in the Dragon Ball Z style, in the older style that old anime used to be made by, and there has been a ton of art covering this medium, and I've made several videos about it. I've been not only talking about this stuff, but admiring it for years now, so imagine my excitement when I see that a creator has made a trailer to redoing the Dragon Ball Super scenes in Dragon Ball Z style, fully animated. These are full animations. I have to give a special thanks for today's entertainment. Give it up to Daniel Confell. He is the guy who created these trailers, who animated these scenes in the old style. He actually is the one that created the Majin Vegeta animation, the one that did the opposite. It made Dragon Ball Z into the Shintani style.
Tell me it isn't true.
And since then, he has been focusing on making art that revolves around this theme, taking the super stuff and making it look old school, giving it that color gradient and making it feel nostalgic. I'm gonna leave a link to his profile so you guys can go ahead and check out the rest of his art, but let's go ahead and jump into these trailers.
Lárguense de aquí ahora mismo. Desgraciado Saiyajin.
Anybody who's watched Dragon Ball in Spanish, or those who are Spanish speaking that watch Dragon Ball in Spanish now, this to me is also extremely nostalgic. As somebody who saw the show for the first time in Guatemala when I was visiting my family, and they were on the Buu arc in Spanish, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know who this guy was. I saw everything for the first time in my first language, and then when I came back over to the States after vacation, that's when Toonami decided to drop the Saiyan arc. So for me, on top of it looking very old school and very 90s, I'm very at home with Spanish Dragon Ball.
Se lo agradezco, señor Freezer. Puedo seguir peleando solo. ¡Hazte a un lado! ¡Sí! Me tomaré la molestia de acabar con este Saiyajin de pacotilla. Pero antes lo torturaré lentamente.
Like, Daniel actually took this scene from Super, because this is not from Resurrection of F. This doesn't happen where Tagoma is talking to Frieza in this way. Tagoma really doesn't get the time of day in the movie. In Super, though, he has a whole arc where he does fight, so this is taken straight from Super, but the Frieza design is probably the one that stands out to me the most. Not only the Frieza design, but that Saiyan white hair, almost blonde white that we saw, like the highlighted Saiyan, Super Saiyan hair that Gohan has. That's something that we really don't see in Dragon Ball anymore. So these things pop out at me and make it feel like it is old school and it is nostalgic in a sense.
¡Hermano! ¡No te metas! ¿Por qué? Aún eres muy débil para pelear contra él. ¡Gohan! Freezer no quiere entrometidos!
I'll be honest, after watching this entire clip and this entire trailer, I feel like he just took the Spanish version for this scene and placed it over and just animated over. This looks fantastic. This is the main trailer right here, but we have a teaser. This has no sound at all as of right now, but it is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta versus Zamasu. Now, the thing that stands out to me the most in this is Zamasu himself, because in this point of view, he is probably the most grotesque that he's ever been. He's halfway melted off and he looks very decayed, but there's a lot of detail there, and that's something that old school anime really had. It wasn't all cut and paste faces. There was a lot of animation going on. It was actually kind of expensive, and this fight on its own in Dragon Ball Super is one of the better fights in the actual series, but when it's animated like this, when it looks like it's Dragon Ball Z, I just get a tingly feeling inside. I definitely feel like it gives me another dimension to this scene that I didn't have previous. So there you have it, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check out his Twitter account to check out the rest of his artwork and the rest of his animations that he's got on there. He's got little clips here and there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. BlackScape signing off.
Subscribe for more content.